So I wasn't able to watch the game again tonight. Just been busy. Did the stream. Was doing some other stuff. And saw the Mavs lost in overtime. I think we only scored 8 points. So I thought it'd be interesting to break it down. I got it on 1.25 speed. Tip just happened. Mavs have the ball. We're tied at 125, I think it was, or 117. 117, I think it was. We only score 8 points in overtime. These film room videos are so long. I need to start probably finding out a way to make these a little shorter. So let's just do overtime. Let's just watch it. I'm gonna react live to it.
Maybe it was meant to be to go to OT. That's where we are. Look at that. This has been a really good basketball game. Maybe it was.
So, just right out the gate, again, one of the reasons I'm worried with Jason Kidd on offense is, I'm just, other than like one play set I remember out of I think it remembers the Clippers or the Rockets game coming out into the third quarter, which had like a little 3-man action, pick and rolling and cutting baseline through the lane, etc. The only thing I've seen from Kidd on offense is this double screen away from the ball handler and or a pick and roll on the ball, or like a double pick and roll on the ball, or just getting Luka the ball here like in the extended block area. I mean, that's it. I mean, that is literally all I've seen so far. I have not really seen anything else. So just keeping that in mind, we got Hardaway Jr. and Wood going to set a double pick up here away from the ball.
Assist right here. Meant to be to go to OT. Bagley. Hey, we'll play on. This has been a really good basketball game. Maybe it was meant to be to go to OT. That's where we are. Play on. This has been a really good basketball game.
I'm sorry, Hardaway's in the corner. Finney's going to come and Finney and Wood are setting a double screen here for Hardaway Jr., who Hardaway Jr. had a decent game tonight. So
maybe it was meant to be to go to.
So this is slightly different, and just in the fact that Hardaway's not going to come up for the ball. He's going to kind of go in between here. He's going to hang around and then set a pick for Wood, and or vice versa. Finney's going to cut up or pop up.
OT. That's where we are. Hey, we'll play on. This has been a really good basketball game. Maybe it was.
And again, I mean, I know I've said it a lot the last couple of videos, but it's really not that hard to understand to let these guys get set and then pop up.
Meant to be to go to OT. That's where we are.
So that's a little bit of a different wrinkle in the fact that Hardaway Jr. kind of cut in between, hung around for a second, and then he was going to set another pick for Christian Wood to what I would imagine would be to come up somewhere in the high post or something like that. Even Hardaway could pop open here. It looks like that might have been what Luka was about to do. And or Wood could come up and set a pick for Luka as well.
Luka Doncic had a huge three with 53.3 to play after missing those 2 free throws. We'll get the first possession, and Marvin Smith, Luka, Hardaway, Christian Wood, and Maxi Kleber for the Mavericks.
Pick here by Maxi.
Luka nearly lost it. Gets it back, 5 on the clock.
Everyone's standing around. Hardaway's just clearing out, really. He's not really, that really wasn't part of a play or anything.
Drives it, rises and fires and fills it. 2. We're in overtime. Killian Hayes for 3, and it's through. It's a long 2.
So Maxi set a pick here for Finney. He came around.
Foot on the line. Thought they were going to have a 1-point lead, but they didn't. Here is Luka.
That's just a miscommunication by the defense.
It's a long 2. Get his foot on the line. Thought they were going to have a 1.
This is just a matter of kind of miscue by the defense here. This guy didn't come around quite hard enough. He needs to be trying to get in front of Luka. Luka does a good job keeping him shielded. This guy probably should have just made, again, if I had to pick my poison right as a defender, I'd make Luka pick up the ball, and you have some help here, and hopefully they might be able to help you for a second on Maxey, not give up the easy layup or dunk. But if I was the defense, I would have made Luka pick up the ball here. You could argue maybe a little bit of a moving screen on Maxey if the refs wanted to get technical about it, but this guy probably should have worked around to get in front of Luka.
William Bogdanovic, topside gun, off the heel. Boom, confident shot.
So same thing, Maxey set a pick for Finney. He came around. Now Maxey's going to set a pick for Luka.
To say the least.
That's perfect. I've always said this is how you beat that double team. They want to come out here and double Luka. This is perfect. This is exactly where it needs to get. We got an open man on the corner.
Moves the ball to Hardaway Jr. Kleber's wide open.
And again, I know we've been struggling, right? But, you know, you can see here just from doing this, right?
To say the least.
Look, here comes the double. That's perfect. You know, I maybe would have held it just from a split second more, but that's just being picky. Maxey's right here where he should be. This is what I've been saying, where we need to get the ball. And now the defense is in a massive recovery mode right now. So this is nice recovery here. Nice rotation by the defense, right? You still have this guy chasing. The defense is still not completely 100% recovered. This guy's got to come help. Now you got Wood open. You understand how now we are one step ahead of the defense because we were able to break that double team, get it to the open man, and the defense is now chasing, right? Now is where your NBA, these guys need to have, you know, good IQ and understanding how to beat this whenever you have them chasing. I think we make the right play here. I'm not too upset about this. Again, Maxey, one of the better shooters on our team. You would live with that. I'm going to make another video with the Golden State game about how Golden State does a good job with Steph Curry and the attention that Steph Curry gets and people playing off of Steph Curry. That's definitely by design, some of the things that they did. But I would like to see Maxey and these guys pump fake a little more, get a defender behind them, and then play on that advantage as well. Again, 10 seconds, you're up 2 in overtime. You can take a pump fake there, right? You know, just, again, you can get a 3 almost any time. And the Mavs shoot tons of threes. I would like to see a little bit of a pump fake here. And especially with the new rules as they've been the last couple of years, guys are jumping to the side a lot more, meaning that they will go by you once you pump fake. I would like to see us do that a little more. I know that Finney, Hardaway, you know, Maxey, and even Wood are not exactly the best put the ball on the floor and go to the hole kind of guys. But really, it's just about making the defense collapse and respect that drive and getting the advantage and attacking the hole.
Wide open. Off the rim with a long gun. Hardaway Jr. the basket. Off the square for a score.
That's just simple. Get the ball, and he had a lane. That's good.
Good double clutch hoop.
Again, we got kind of lucky. We got the rebound, but, you know, again, good job by Hardaway to attack.
For Tim here. Williams with the basket. Hooks on the run. No, Marvin Bagley foul.
I like the second effort there.
Use one here. Williams with the basket. Hooks on the run. No, Marvin
Just a tough break. Wood was essentially in position.
Bagley foul.
Just a tough break on that one.
Effort there, yeah.
123 to 1.
So
That was the next one in.
looks like we're running the exact same thing. Maxey's going to come over to set a pick for Finney, and then Maxey's going to come set a pick for Luka.
Before a tense crowd here in downtown Detroit.
There it is.
123 to 120.
There it is.
Dallas.
Here comes the double. He's right where he needs to be.
Double team on Luka.
I mean, this is good.
Finds the open man, Hardaway Jr.
You know, again, you're up 3. This is what I'm talking. I've talked about milking the clock. That was against Toronto or something of that nature. The first time we played them and they came back. Again, I call it the Utah Jazz Stockton Malone sort of strategy.
23 to 120, Dallas.
You are up 3 with 2:55 to go.
Double team on Luka.
This is good, by the way. I like that we are now attacking the floor. I hope this is a good example of the things I've been talking about in terms of on this double team, we need to be getting the ball to the middle of the floor and attacking. Maxey makes the right pass here, a little bit of a difficult pass. I'd like to see him stay a little more in the middle, but again, we got the ball largely to where I wanted it. 10 seconds on the clock, a guy running at you. Wood, look at Wood right here underneath the basket. You know, I would like to see us milk the clock more, especially in overtime. You're up by 3. I know 10 seconds may not seem like a lot, but, you know, for all intents and purposes, this shot, again, same thing with the Maxey shot last possession. We can get that shot almost any time. 10 seconds with someone like Luka, and you set another pick and roll, and if they want to double again, that's a long time. You know, we can definitely run another play within 10 seconds in terms of what we just did the last 2 times down the floor, right? I mean, if you think about it, 4 seconds or so to bring the ball up the floor. We're setting the pick. We're getting a shot off within 10 seconds or with 10 seconds left. We can definitely run another revolution of that, run it again. And Woods down here, it's not so much, again, Hardaway had a good game from what I saw shooting, or a decent game, one of his better games, definitely. And, you know, Maxey missed that last 3, which now makes me wonder. Okay, I was just wondering. See, 10 seconds to go. This is the possession before. 10 seconds to go for Maxey. The lane is wide open here, right? I just would have liked to seen us put the ball on the floor right there too. So again, what I don't like is over here. Again, we make the right play to the middle here. What I don't like is this over here. The 2 guys are being able to be guarded by 1. I would like to see 1 come up a little bit, right? You still should give Luka options. Even though I want the ball here to Maxey in the middle and he gets it there, these 2 guys are able to be guarded by 1 player. That allows this guy to come up and cheat on Maxey, right? If these guys are a little more spread out, these 2 guys have to respect them a little more. Watch what this guy's going to do. Because, look, they're both here in the corner. This guy's going to cheat up on Maxey a little bit. Which, again, we saw that in the Toronto game, the last video I did. Boom, ball should be down to Wood right now. I mean, this is about this. You know, they say the extra pass all the time. The ball should be down to Wood. That's an easy dunk, or 23 has to foul him. I was going to say, I thought Finney might have got a steal there. Tough shot.
That's right. Be hard to put away.
Now think about if we had run down like 8 more seconds, right? On those last 2 possessions, we got a shot with like 2 to 3 seconds to go in the shot clock. We'd be down to essentially like 2:10 right now. I mean, you understand, like, those possessions start to add up. And all we needed was to make 1 more of those, and we'd be up by 3 again right now.
Now it's just a 1-point Dallas.
So again, Maxey sets the pick for Finney. He comes around.
2.5 left.
Kickball, that's fine.
It kept control, body control, and kissed it off the glass beautifully. Clutch bucket.
That was a good shot. So Luka's got it. Exact same play. I mean, you know, we're getting decent looks, and Maxey's getting the ball in the middle, so I'm not going to complain too much. See, this is more what I like here. I was saying how these 2 guys needed to be spread out a little more, and you still have Maxey here in the middle. That's miscommunication there, but again, this is good offense. I mean, even though we lost, I mean, this is what you want. Look how far we have 2 defenders out here. We get it right where we want it. I mean, Hardaway is wide open. I'm just gonna chalk this up to miscommunication right here. Hardaway does the right thing, in my opinion. He's sneaking in a little bit. We'll take the layup over the three anytime. Maybe this guy maybe affected Maxey just a little bit. I'm gonna chalk this up to miscommunication, which is a much easier pill to swallow than just bad offense. So I mean, still though, you have to, you know. And again, this is maybe Maxey is not the best passer in the world.
And kissed it off. They throw it away. Beautifully clutch bucket there.
Double team on Luka.
A little fake here to Hardaway, and you could have also maybe got it to Finney. I mean, this is just where this will get better. If we keep doing this, NBA players eventually are going to make you pay. This is like a 3-on-2 right here.
Yeah.
Finney is still wide open, so even if perhaps, you know, Maxey looked away to Tim, he still could have dished it down to Hardaway because he pulled 23 over. Or Hardaway would have gotten the bucket. He could have maybe kicked it out to Wood, or perhaps Finney is still open in the corner, right? If he can get that pass over there. This is okay, right? I didn't get the result we wanted, but this is much, much easier to do. All right, this is a much better look than what I've seen previously. And again, we're getting the ball in the middle. The half court is your oyster, is kind of the way I'm going to put it.
They throw it away.
The others can.
Brilliant. Rifles it. Getting Ivy for three.
Luka's got to get up on him.
The wide
There he is. And no bigger shot.
Pistons by 2.
Exact same play, except now Maxey and Wood have essentially switched places.
Here. Put the Pistons back up in overtime.
Didn't hesitate. Knocked it down.
So Finney again's getting the pick set for him by Wood now instead of Maxey.
Pistons by 2. Mavericks with the
Wood now setting the pick.
ball just under.
I guess. This looks like a mismatch, though, for Luka.
In overtime.
I'm okay with Wood here. Maybe pop up a little more. I'd still like to see someone flash and Wood pop up here. And then they need to come over here and help.
Luka Doncic.
There you go. That was saying he needs to come up.
Double team.
No, the play was right here. This is the problem with the Mavs. Like, I mentioned this in another video. We are so just comfortable, and it's like our instinct, right, is to just swing the ball around a lot. And although in these last few plays, you know, the play has been designed to go to the middle, it looks like. We've been trying to get it to the middle with Maxey a few times, which is good. But it doesn't mean that, you know, now that play's done, or we've kind of gotten out of that set, we get so comfortable just swinging the ball around, and it allows the defense to recover. It's a longer pass. It takes time. It gives the defense a second or two to adjust. They're not really having to think. They're just trying to recover as fast as possible.
Mavericks with the ball just under in overtime. Luka Doncic.
This is what I'm talking about. Luka's a great passer out of the double team. This is a good pass. Maybe I would have liked to seen a little quicker pass to Wood, but maybe it wasn't there. I can't really see from Luka's eyes. But this is a good pass and a bit of a difficult pass.
Double team.
Boom! It should have been right there to Wood. You have to know that this guy, right, is coming off of Wood to come get you. And one thing I do know is Finney Smith is not a sort of like high awareness offensive player, but that he's not a point guard, right? Like, that's okay. But he needs to know this guy's coming off to get you. You need this. Oh man, like, it should have immediately been right back to Wood. As soon as that guy released from Wood, you give it to Wood.
Hardaway Jr. to the lane.
First give.
Fifth foul on Killian Hayes.
So Finney set a pick here. Wood's going to come set a pick. They're going to double. I can't see what everyone else is doing. That's good. That was the right pass. God, dude, Mavs are watching my videos. I'm telling you, man. The Mavs are watching my videos. They have to be. That is exactly what we should be doing all the time. And the thing is, even the few times we didn't score, we got it to the middle though. And I mean, we had the play was there, right? We worked it around a few times. I think we shot a 3 with Tim Hardaway and Cleat and Maxey one time, or on 2 possessions, a little too early. But each time we got it to the middle, and then there was one bad pass by Maxey. Each time we get it to the middle and we have options, good options, open options. It's not forced, right? We are now dictating where we want to go, and the defense is having to play to us instead of Luka trying to force something or just swinging it around. Someone's got to put the ball on the floor. No one really knows what's happening. We are now dictating what's happening. We are attacking. The defense is on the back foot, not us offensively, which is how it's felt so far this season. Again, Luka's a great passer out of the double team. And here's the thing. Someone like Wood, again, I don't think Wood is a good break you down off from the three-point line going to the hole. But again, Wood, with this amount of room, 1-2 dribbles, just like even a McGee or a Maxey or a Green or a Powell. I'm telling you, this is dangerous right now for a defense to have to guard. All day. Now, we don't score for the rest of the period. It's a minute 35, so could just be a couple possessions. We don't make a shot. Let's see what happens.
He's got options at the free throw line. Fearful of leaving their guys out on the perimeter, so once that ball gets past the double team in Christian Wood, he's got options.
Not just past the announcer there saying once it gets past the double team, not just past the double team, but in the middle, right? The middle of the floor is also the quickest lane to the basket in terms of if you get it here straight away. It's just, you know what I mean? It's just you have all options. The defense has to guard everything. They have to guard a total 180. It's a superior way of attacking a defense and being open and breaking that double team. Whereas if you get it out here on the wing, you know, that's another dribble to the basket. That's another step or two to the basket.
At the free throw line.
Shot clock at 10 for Boyan.
On him because
35 for Luka Doncic. Shot from the perimeter. Down it.
Tough shot. You know, it looks like Detroit's just hitting their shots in overtime.
Killian Hayes, another Piston hero in this one. He has 19. That triple puts the Pistons up by that many. Hardaway Jr. from the corner.
That's okay. Again, this is still this offense. So what I've seen so far is flowing and is dictating much better than what I've seen in the past. I'm actually getting some hope that our offense is coming around.
He has 19.
I mean, I want Jason Kidd to make me have to eat my words. I mean, obviously I want us to do well. I've just seen no adjustments from him, so far. So this looks like a better adjustment out of these double teams that they give Luka on this high pick and roll. And so far, Luka's largely been staying in the middle of the floor. That's also good. And it is the quickest lane to the basket, right? Right down the middle is the quickest way to the basket. And you have the most options, and you can go left, right, or down the middle. Again, I don't like this spacing. That's a little better. Okay. Part of me also, when Wood gets it here, I would maybe like to see this guy cut more. I don't know. This is like a great position for Green, someone like Green to be in, to be this offside guy. Hardaway, although he's, okay, and he's a good shooter, probably a little, even though Green's been shooting better than Hardaway Jr., I think over a long enough timeline, Hardaway will be a better three-point, especially a set shot shooter than Green, which is fine, right? Not that it matters, but Green, if Green cuts backdoor here, he can catch that oop. I would like to see it. Look at this is really open right here, and it'd be nice. Someone like Green can make them pay on a backdoor cut much more than Tim Hardaway can. I mean, I don't understand how you don't get right here if you're Hardaway, man. This is cookies right here. This is just I guess they're thinking we have to get a 3. That's not my mindset, right? I trust our defense, even though they've made some shots on us here in overtime. Hardaway needs to be cutting back door right here. I don't understand why he's not instinctually doing that. This is wide open.
Hardaway Jr. from the corner. It's short.
So I mean, he misses the shot, but I still like the ball movement and the form of the offense more.
Killian with a rebound. 50 seconds left. Killian with the rock. Now Boyan against Wood. Double team on Boyan. Killian clock is at 3. This 4-3. It's through.
I think they've hit, what, 4 threes essentially, and a foul. 17, so what, 20, 23, 25, 28, yeah. They essentially have hit 3 or 4 threes.
It's got to be inside that arc, and you hope to make them take some time off the clock.
Denny Smith will inbound. Overplay on Luka.
I don't know what that was.
That arc, and you hope to make them take some time off the clock.
Denny.
Again, this is partly on Luka a little bit here. Again, not letting your guy get set when he comes to set a pick for you. Luka is already going before Hardaway can even get set, right? And so the thing that you would do off of this, correct? If Hardaway came down, if Luka stays there, Hardaway can get set on his man, right? Either Luka's going to be open when he comes up, or the guy will be forced to trail him and follow him. But again, going right here like this guy has such a jump on the pick already. He's just going to go around it. Secondly, let's say if you do this, you get down here and they want to switch. I mean, there's no reason why Tim Hardaway can't then pop up and release if they're going to try to switch or something like that.
Denny Smith will inbound.
I think maybe we could have set one more pick right here to try and get another option open. But again, this is just bad spacing right here.
It's got to be inside that arc, and you hope to make them take some time off the clock.
Denny Smith will inbound. Overplay on Luka.
Another thing Finney could have done right here maybe is, like me being a shorter player, when I would throw the inbound in, I would take a step or two back. Finney looks like he's right up on the line. That allows that defender to almost get chest to chest with you in a way and really crowd you. Do you understand? Like, Finney could have maybe taken a step here. I'm not putting this on Finney, but I think the inbounds play was kind of not very good. Finney maybe had another second or two. It also looks like Finney was falling forward a little bit and he had to get rid of it.
Christian Wood, 15 seconds. Burning some clock. Boyan. Jay Maggie with a long three. In and out. Rebound Christian Wood, 15 seconds left. Way up for Gleba.
Let's see, that would have got it to 127. You're still down by 2 possessions, but yeah, that's a tough miss right there. That's all right. Just some tough breaks for the Mavericks here. I like the offense, though, a lot better. I like what we're trying to do here. Again, I think hopefully if you've been watching any of my videos, this is much better. Off that double team, the immediate I mean, I've been calling for it all year. Like I feel like I'm proven right here. I'm not just trying to talk out my ass about basketball. This is what we should have been doing all year against these doubles on Luka up here when we set a pick and roll and they double him so far away from the basket. Middle of the floor is where you attack. Further, what we saw in the last game and this one, if they want to start rolling someone up even high to come take away this high post, this middle of the floor area, your wings should be coming up a little bit and one of them should be open, and they're probably going to have an almost wide open drive to the basket if they're going to commit even a third guy to come up this high. And if that starts happening, then you would have the guy who's going to the guy setting the pick who's going to roll to the middle, you want to have him inch up just a little higher than pulling that. If they're going to bring a guy to stop the middle, bringing him up even higher and exposing the lane even more. As a rule, you want to get to here, right? I mean, this is where we want to get. We want to get in the key right here from the free throw line to the 3-point line, this key area, top of the key to the free throw line. We want to get it there. However, if they start bringing another guy, we'll start going from the top of the key to the 3-point line. And then from there, if they want to try and expose that, your wings are essentially going to have, they're going to be wide open. And then we're essentially going 3-on-2 then in a way, if that ever happens, which, you would think that once that happens, as long as we adjust and attack that, then they're probably going to go back to some kind of man-to-man on Luka. And again, now Luka can do his thing. But this is much better. This is a lot of pressure off Luka. We got good looks. Christian Wood got a dunk. I would have liked to seen Tim Hardaway and Maxey maybe pump fake, instead of taking that immediate first shot. And then there was the one bad pass, which I think that will correct itself. So, we lost to the Pistons, which is horrible. Don't get me wrong. But it's just from what I saw in the overtime. I just did the overtime. I saw we only scored 8 points to their, 14. They got 14 points essentially in the overtime compared to our 8. So I just wanted to see exactly what went on. But I like this. I like this much more. I'm a little more excited to see if we continue to do this, if teams continue to double Luka out of the pick and roll. And then let's see how many times. Not what's so nice about this is if A, it's pressure off Luka, if B, you're exposing the defense and you're attacking a weakness that they're presenting to you. And this is what I mean by Luka is the best player on the floor 99% of the time, right? Especially offensively, in terms of a defense having to pay so much attention to him. The rest of the guys, it should be a very nice relationship that, okay, if they're going to double me, my teammates can take over. And if they want to drop back, and hopefully because we're exposing them, now Luka can take over, right? It should be a healthy back and forth. So I like it, even though we didn't pull out the win, against Detroit, which definitely hurts. We've lost to the Rockets and Detroit, so that's not good. But I still like this more than what I've seen in the past, so gives me a little bit of hope. If nothing else, then just to take some pressure off Luka. So that's my film room for this one for the overtime versus Detroit. See y'all next time.